Thanks, Brad. Now, I'm standing here today in front of the brand new Stroh Center that actually opened this past fall, 2011. And behind me here, this is the Fighting Falcon statue. Now, this was a gift from philanthropist Erwin Belk. And now this statue traveled over 2,200 miles and across 9 states to reside here with us today at the Falcon Spirit Plaza. Now this falcon weighs over 4,000 pounds. It has a wingspan of over 24 feet and it's over 8 feet long. Now that's huge and it's a great intimidation factor for any opponents that decide to visit us here at the Stroh Center. Next, we're actually going to go take a walk inside and have a walking tour of the Stroh Center, and then we're going to sit down with someone special, someone who has a great deal to do with why this building is here with us today. Come on, take a look with me. As you walk into the front lobby of the Stroh Center, one of the very first things that you're going to see is the Falcon Team store. Now this is where you can get any type of apparel for BG Athletics. And then over here, you're going to see the Falcon Athletic Office, or the box office. And this is where you can get any type of tickets for any athletic event here at BG. Now let's go check out what's next. And as you walk through these front doors here of the Stroh Center, the first thing that you're going to see is the Wall of Honor. And we are joined here today by the Assistant to the Vice President for Enrollment Management, Mr. Van Wright. Thank you for joining us today.
Glad to be here. Good to be in the Stroh Center. The Wall of Honor right here really is the reason this building is here. It was a university-wide effort, and it goes way beyond these names, but without these names, the building would not be here. That's certainly true. Kermit and Mary Lou Stroh, Kermit and the late Mary Lou Stroh, of course, the lead gift, over $8 million for the building. William Frack, the $2 million gift that named the court. We'll see that court in a minute. Larry Miles, Alan and Carol Schmidhorst, and all these other names helped us to build this facility. It takes that type of community-wide effort to make this building happen.
Well, it truly is special, and you can tell how much these people care about the Stroh Center. So let's keep walking, and we'll see what's next.
Let's go.
Now, one of those first, big scenes that the visitors see when they come off of 75 and down Worcester Street here is the glass windows on the Stroh Center.
Our athletic department calls the building our front porch for our university, and that's a great phrase. It certainly is. And this glass sets this building apart, not just for our campus, but for any school in the Mid-American Conference. There is no building, no athletic building with this type of look to it. So it's very special from this side. And of course, we're looking out. When you come into the facility, the orange letters at the top and this glass at night with all these lights, absolutely a wonderful look, a great first look at the university and at the Stroh Center. So I think it's a great design.
Now this part of the Stroh is so important to our athletics and our athletic tradition. Can you tell us a little bit about what we have here?
Mickey Cochran, one of our longtime coaches, has been our archivist for years. And now we have a place where we can really display some of Mickey's treasures. And here in the Athletics Hall of Fame at the Stroh Center, we have several cases and more to come. Like over here, my favorite spot. A Freddie Falcon head right there, Freddie and Frida Falcon. In fact, my son was Freddie Falcon in 2006, and my daughter-in-law was Frida Falcon in 2007. So I love this case more than anything else. But they're all great examples of Falcon sports traditions from all of our sports across the board. I love going through here. I'm a little older than you, but I love going through here and seeing the names and the pictures. Right there's one I see, Doug Smith, our football player, right there. I went to school with Doug, so I recognize that and remember it. But here at the Stroh Center, we're concentrating on basketball and volleyball as our sports. People like Harold Anderson, our Hall of Fame coach in men's basketball. Nate Thurman, Antonio Daniels, our women's basketball players, Jackie Matika, Kate Octor, Lauren Prohaska, our volleyball players, Linda Popovich, Stephanie Swiger. I mean, all are either on this wall or will be.
We are on Bill Frack Court, kind of where everything happens here at the Stroh Center.
I'll tell you, it's exciting. Every time I'm in the building, I love this court. It's beautiful, thanks to Bill Frack, name on the court. But look at the intimacy. Look at the feel of the arena. We left a great arena. Anderson Arena with so much history.
The house that roars. Right?
The house that roars. And we come into a facility that is just as intimate, just as intimidating to our opponents. I am a big sports guy, and that really helps us. But the building is more than just sports. I'm a big sports fan, but I've been in here for every concert so far. We've had some great concerts in here for the community and for our students. So it's a community-wide building. There's no doubt when we trot out here to play some basketball and volleyball, that's when this court really takes over. It's a wonderful facility. We've got a great student section over here.
I know. As a student here, I love that we finally have this. It's constantly always full with students, and it gives us a reason to come to the games. We want to be there to support our athletics.
You're absolutely right. We call it the bird cage. I think that's pretty good. And I enjoy that. I kind of sit down here close to you, which is good, and it's a lot of fun. But the whole facility has the amenities of actually an NBA arena. When you look at this video board up here, the video board is absolutely an incredible piece. All the way around the open concourse. Right. I mean, this structure has a lot of elements of a much larger arena. And it really gives the feel of that kind of arena during the games, but the fans are so close. As a matter of fact, the fans are almost as close. The farthest seat is only 15 feet farther than the farthest seat in Anderson Arena. Wow. So everybody's right on top of the court. And
there's not many arenas that actually, in collegiate basketball or collegiate athletics, that have floor seating.
Absolutely. It's very rare. Right over here, you've got floor seats kind of like the NBA. In fact, I've got a couple of those seats. I'd love to come down there. I'm not quite like Jack Nicholson yet, but I got a couple of those seats. I love to do that. It's very, very rare. So you've got that. You've got all the top amenities in terms of the video boards, in terms of all the areas for the players and coaches, unlike any other arena in the league.
Right. Well, it certainly is beautiful, and this is an amazing court. So, yeah, let's move on to the next part of the tour then. This court, which is our practice facility here at the Stroh Center.
The court is exactly the same dimensions. So volleyball has a practice while the men's basketball team is practicing, or women's basketball team, vice versa. The space is here. A very crucial competitive edge for Bowling Green athletics.
Great. And there are some great aspects to this practice court area. So I know that we do have a viewing area for fans and visitors.
I find that was a great design element. In other words, when you come to a basketball game, you can also look at the practice court. It's interesting.
So this is a great space, very versatile, and it's used for all of our athletics, and so something that they appreciate greatly, I'm sure. This is one of our last stops here in Stroh Center, and kind of one of the key features here on the concourse is the Anderson Club.
Absolutely, Brittany. What a great place to watch a game. You can sit in these upper seats here, eat some food, be with family and friends, or sit in your seat down there in the actual arena itself. It's a great place to watch a game in so many ways, both from the food, the fun. It's all up here.
This area isn't something that you see a lot in collegiate arenas. It's more on that professional level.
You certainly do. Again, there are elements, while this is a true collegiate experience, there are elements to the arena that do take it to another level. And this is one. You just don't see this in most locations.
Right. Now, Van, what types of people or, guests sit up here in the Anderson Club?
There'd be a lot of reasons why you might want to be a member of this group. Maybe you're a business owner. You want to host some business associates or customers. Maybe a family member, a long-term supporter. But, one of the biggest groups would be folks who have donated to the Stroh Center. Many donors to the building are members of the Anderson Club.
Great. And also, this is where you will find the largest private donor in Bowling Green's history, Mr. Kermit Stroh. So nice to have you here with us today.
Brittanie, nice to be here.
Thank you for coming in. So we are here in the Stroh Center, a building named after you, and I feel like that is so exciting. But just a little bit of background: what brought you to BGSU? What are your connections here?
Well, the original connection was basketball. When you go back into we go back to the 1960s now, okay? My father and I started a little business at that time called Molten Gas Service, and but at that time, as we were struggling in the start of it, we needed to be able to get out a little bit for people to know who we were and what was going on. So I got hooked up with a little radio station to do sports. And it was WERM in Wapakoneta there. And so then through that, it brought me to Anderson Arena to do some of the different schools in our locale that came up to play in the tournament. And from there, I got to know some of the people at Bowling Green State University. My daughter, who came along at that time, Tracy, who was very young, she said, "Daddy, that's where I want to go to school someday."
So tell me, what was it like for you to see the Stroh Center being built from scratch, from the ground up?
Well, it was very exciting, and I give Bowling Green a lot of credit because they kept us informed of what it was, what they wanted. We looked at it, but most of everything that is in here was what the university felt that they needed.
So like I said before, we know you're an avid sports fan, especially with BG Athletics. So you come to a lot of the athletic events, and which ones are your favorite?
Well, I love football. I love basketball. I'm a favorite of baseball, volleyball, all the different ones that they have. But I'm more of a faithful attender to the basketball and football. But we really, I love the whole sporting. I love the people that are involved in the athletic department, and to see even the girls softball, men's baseball, and now the track people that we have coming on, and the different, and now with Denise leaving and a new volleyball coach, that'll be exciting now to see the change after that many years, and really looking forward to that. So it's great to be a part of the entire university and watch young people really perform.
I heard that you had some personal touches that you wanted to add into the building. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
The one that brings, what would say, chuckles or anything else is two things. Number one, my wife said she would not sign the contract unless they had adequate places for restrooms for women.
Okay.
She understood and participated in the long lines at Anderson Arena, and she said she wanted the adequate places or she wouldn't even sign her name to it. I said we had found up in Michigan at a certain place a urinal that was really great in the men's restroom, and so I requested that be, and they are here.
Is there a different feeling for you now walking onto BG's campus, knowing that you have made such a big donation, you've made such a big impact on students past, present, and future, and especially with this building, walking in here, what is the feeling like for you knowing that this is all yours?
It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to be able to come up 75, come over the overhead, and right here it is on Worcester Street. But the better feeling is that all the people that worked in here, all the people that participated in this building, whether you're Larry Miles, who has the practice gym over here, or whether Al Smithhorse out here in the pavilion, or Bill Frack that has the name on the floor. All the people, those people involved, all the other people that involved in many, many different facets of this building in very significant gifts. And so to be able to see that and feel the collaboration of people wanting to come together to really perform and bring something great to the community, then see what's happening to the students, like we said, through whether you're going to have a great area out here to where graduation, or a great concert, or whatever that you young people like to go to. This
past year, you've gotten to be involved in tons of new things, and you got to add another thing on your already long resume. You got to star in a music video, the Stroh Center rap. We've all seen it. It's amazing. So tell me what that experience was like for you, and how you feel going back and watching it.
Well, I just think it's great. When we were doing it, it was a lot of fun. I didn't realize it would turn out like it did, but it was, everybody has seen it. I don't know where we walk or where we go that someone said, I haven't really enjoyed that. In fact, I had a conversation with another trustee from another university who was saying that he took that video, copied that video to to their meeting, and said, this is what we ought to do. If we want to move our university or something, use that. So Bowling Green really has created a real stir around the entire country.
I know as a student, I enjoyed watching it, and you guys look like you had a blast, and I just think that it definitely has made a huge impact on our university. So as well as with this building.
Well, Brittanie, the only thing that bothers me is I couldn't turn the basketball on my finger like the Globetrotters do, you know?
Maybe a little bit more practice.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you again so much for sitting down with us today. We truly appreciate that. So it was really nice meeting you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. And thank you for watching. I'm Brittanie Prinz, and Falcon Center will return after this.